Please.
Okay. So Shruti, you said that you know Java, right?
Yes, sir.
First, explain me the concept of OOPS.
Sir, basically, OOPS stands for Object-Oriented Programming. So basically, in Java, we have a class in which all the identities and the elements are defined, and we basically use the various objects to use different methods of the class. For example, if we declare a method as a static, then we don't need to define the objects. We can call it directly using the class. And if we say that if we talk about object oriented, then basically Java is an object oriented language because here we basically use the
Shruti,
objects.
I'm not asking that. I want to know what are the pillars of OOPS? Like 4 pillars are there. Can you name them?
Yes, so sir, it is Java, and we have in Java we have objects, classes, and then interfaces. We can say.
No, I want to know the pillars. Like one is inheritance, other 3, you know.
Okay, sir. So there one is the inheritance, and we have exception handling and abstraction, encapsulation, and polymorphism
Shruti,
as well.
do you know what is exception handling?
Yes, so basically exception handling is a tool which is used in Java to handle the various exceptions. For example, if there is error in any code, we basically use the try and catch blocks to basically handle the errors which are present in our code. For example, if there is a code and we are actually not sure that whether the error will be generated in it or not, then we can place it in the try block, and then the error which is to be handled with respect to it is placed in the catch block. And there is one final block which will. Yes.
Shruti, just write a code using try and catch. How will you handle an error?
So should I just write the pseudocode or the whole code?
It's your choice. Write the sudo if you want.
Okay.
Shruti, can you explain me what you are doing?
Okay, so basically I'm trying to take two numbers from the using scanner, and then I'm trying to basically print the result, like for example, divide the numbers, like numerator upon denominator. So sir, in case suppose we have taken the denominator as 0, then it will basically give us an exception, which can be handled in the catch block. Using the arithmetic exception, like we can declare the object inside the function in the catch block. And it will basically give us the error like divide by 0 is not applicable or something like that.
Okay, what is the use of finally?
Sorry, sir?
There is try, there is catch, and there is a finally as well, right?
Okay, sir. So basically you are asking the use of the final block.
Yes.
So basically the final block means that the scanner is closed. Basically our whole code is like it is run by the system. Or we can say that whether the exception, it basically tells us that whether this exception is handled or not.
Suppose Shruti, I write a code in try block which has some error. Then I
Yes,
write catch code. Then there is a finally block. So now tell me, if there is a error in the try block,
yes, sir.
will the finally block will execute as well? Or if there will be no error in the try block, then the finally will execute. When will it execute? In case of
Sir,
error or in case of no error?
So basically, our finally blocks, it will run even if there is no error in the try block.
If there is an error, then
So for example, if for example, it is basically designed in such a way that it contains the code that it should be executed regardless of whether there is an error in the try block or there is not. So basically, it executes.
okay, Shruti. Now tell me what is method overloading and what is method overriding.
Okay. So basically, so these terms are basically interrelated to each other. There is just a minute difference. For example, if we say our method overloading, then it basically defined by the fact that, for example, we have two methods. For example, we have defined multiple methods in our code and in the same class with the same name, but with the different parameters. That is the method overloading. And method overriding is basically, for example, we have defined a particular method in a class, but then we have changed its name but with the same parameters. Or we can say that it basically gives us implementation of a method which is already used in our class. So that is method overriding. So overloading, we can say that we have multiple methods, but with the same parameters. And method overriding is basically, for example, it basically tells us the implementation of method which is already used in our class.
Okay, Shruti, as you said, you know Java and Python. So tell
Yes.
me what is the difference between an array and a list and a tuple?
Okay, sir. So, sir, basically, array is a data structure which is basically used to declare the same type of elements. Or basically, and if I say list, basically list is also a linear data structure like array, but it can it basically, for example, like there is a difference in the dynamic size. For example, lists are basically they can dynamically grow, but arrays can't. We have to declare a particular size for the array. And if I say about the tuple, then tuple is also a data structure we can say, but um, there it is not about the actual fact about the tuple is it is basically in an order of elements and meaning that the position of each element in a tuple is it has its own significance and it is also immutable, which means that they can be created
Shruti.
and their elements cannot be changed.
Shruti, do one thing. Create a list, create a tuple, create an array in Python.
Okay, so
Can we create an array in Python?
sir, array in Python. Sir, yes, we can create an array in Python, but
Using which library? Because as I know, there is list only in Python. If I want to create only numeric arrays, then do you know which library is used?
so basically we have to create array in Python. Then we basically need two parameters. For example, its data type and the value. And basically, if we say that,
Should they do one thing? Just create an array in JavaScript. Sorry, Java. Okay, and list and tuple in Python.
Okay. So basically in Java, we can declare an array basically in three ways. For example, first one is the one which I like, which I have written in the notepad. And in this case, we have basically predefined the number of elements in the array. And other method is we can even create it in this way. So now we have to write the code for list and tuple in Python.
Yes.
Okay. So
Okay, Shruti, just tell me, is list ordered or unordered?
So basically list is ordered.
And tuple?
So tuple is unordered.
Okay, tuple is unordered. Just tell me, while declaring a list, you have written in the second line like list equals to, and then after that there is curly brace, right?
Yes, sir.
Should there be a curly brace or a square bracket?
Sorry, list. So there should be square bracket. Sorry.
Yes. Should. Do you have any knowledge of HTML, web development, anything?
Sir, actually, the thing is, the reason I choose AIML is because, like, I have not done any work in HTML and CSS basically, like just a little bit maybe, and that too in class 10th, I guess. So right now, I have no like experience in that field because I was much
Currently,
more interested towards ML. So,
Shruti, which course are you pursuing currently?
so right now I'm pursuing BTech CSE in, and my specialization is AIML and robotics.
Okay, now tell me, as you said AI, so what is reinforcement learning?
Okay, so reinforcement learning. So basically, it is a subset of AI, but like AI is the like the whole room we can say, and the other, for example, machine learning, neural networks, etc. These are basically, it is a type of a machine learning. Like reinforcement learning is a type of a machine learning paradigm where an agent basically learns to make decisions by interacting with its environment, and the learning process basically involves the agent receiving the feedback. Basically, so main role in reinforcement learning is the feedback. Like on the basis of the feedback, our model will basically make the changes in the data set or the whatever changes are required.
Can you give me an example?
Sir, example of reinforcement learning.
Yes.
Okay. So can you just give me 1 minute to like think about it?
Yeah, sure. Shruti, is reinforcement learning similar to hit and trial method?
Yes, so we can say that. So because it is based on feedback. So for example,
Okay.
if it gives us the positive feedback, then like our model runs well.
Okay, now tell me, what is perceptron learning?
So perceptron learning. So okay. So basically, perceptron is the smallest unit of an artificial neural network in which we have different inputs, and those inputs are associated with the weights. So on the basis of the weights, it basically calculates an output with the basically a formula which is used y is equals to xi into wi, where the x is the input and w is the output. So it is the perceptron. And if we say about perceptron learning, in this basically a model, different inputs are provided to our model, and it basically takes the inputs and calculates an output. And it basically measures our output with the targeted output. For example, we can use AND function, OR function to find or to check the outputs. And if our output matches with the target output, then the weight of the values and the biases remain the same. Otherwise, using the back propagation, it propagates the error back into the network to change the values of the weights and biases.
Okay, Shruti, do one thing.
Yes.
Write a code to find duplicates in an array. Shruti, please tell me what approach you are following.
Okay. So, sir, basically, I'm going to first of all create an array which will have the duplicate elements. For example, like two has like occurred 2 times or like that, and then I will print those array first of all, and then I will basically make two lists, we can say, using head set, and one is for like calculating the duplicate elements, another one will be for the unduplicate elements.
Okay, continue, please. Is it done, Shruti?
Yes, sir, almost. Just a second.
Okay.
Yes, sir, it's done.
Okay, Shruti, now copy your code and open an online compiler and just paste it there.
Okay, sir.
Shruti, can you tell me what is this error?
So basically, in static, I've used like capital S instead of small s because the
Okay.
keyword static is starts with small s instead of capital S. That's why it gave the error.
Okay, please execute it again. Shruti, did you found the issue?
So just 1 minute, please.
Okay. Shruti, just look into line number 19.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now it is done.
Okay, Shruti, now on line number 5, let's modify your array and just enter 100. Oh, please
100.
don't erase that. Just do control.
Yes, sir.
Enter 100, 99, and 100. Okay, please execute it. Okay, Shruti. Okay, Shruti, please open your notepad again.
Sure, sir.
Just open your compiler. Leave notepad, just open your compiler. 1 to 100, these are duplicate elements. So, Shruti, can you find the frequency of these elements as well?
Sir, in the same code.
Yes, because there are duplicates. If you manage
Yes,
to
sir.
find the frequency, then that's more better.
Okay, sir. So can I erase the previous code?
If you want, you can.
Yes.
Shruti, did you found the issue?
Yes, sir. So start.